Calling on faith leaders around the country to pray for President Trump today.
The call spearheaded by Reverend Franklin Graham.
I think if people would just pray for our president, pray for this nation, that God will hear those prayers and answer those prayers. The president is the president. He won the election. It's been very difficult for his enemies to accept that. Just pray for the president, that God will give him strength, give him wisdom as he leads our nation.
More than 250 U.S. Christian leaders are planning to join in today, including our next guest.
Senior pastor at First Baptist Church and Fox News contributor Robert Jeffress. Pastor, thank you for being here.
Thank you, Jen.
So let me just express some concern that some people have with this, is just that there seems to be no space that is free of politics. And I've spoken to a few people who, yes, they like the idea of praying for the president, but they don't want to go to church on Sunday and they don't want that to become political. What do you say to those people?
Well, this is more than being political, and here's why I say this. There are millions of Christians out there who believe that the conflict we're seeing in Washington right now is really not just a conflict between Trump and Mueller or Republicans and Democrats. This is a conflict between good and evil, and here's why I say that. For the last 70 years, the left has been in a relentless crusade to turn this country into a godless, secular nation, and with the help of liberal judges, they've succeeded in banning Bible reading and prayer from schools, from tearing down crosses from war memorials, from making Roe v. Wade the law of the land. And then about 2 years ago came President Trump, who began to reverse that trend. And what has the left in a real panic is they see their most sacred belief, the right to kill children in the womb for whatever reason, they see that under attack, and they are absolutely determined to take this president out. And that is why so many Christians today are standing with this president, not because we think he's perfect. None of us is perfect. But we stand with this president because we believe he's right about the most important issues in life. And I happen to believe that if the left is successful in taking this president out, we will have lost perhaps the last opportunity we have as a nation to reverse the downward trajectory of this nation. And that's why we're praying today.
Stark terms, for sure. You're basically making the exact opposite argument, that if our culture is under assault the way that it is, it's going to be our pulpits and the willingness to support some certain political leaders who are doing good things, saying that from the pulpit so that folks go and do something about it.
Well, that's right. And look, I don't think we want to divorce the pulpit from speaking out on issues. I mean, remember, it was pastors who led the way in the American Revolution with the Black-robed regiment. It was Christians who led the way in the abolition of slavery. It was Christians like Martin Luther King Jr. who led the way in the civil rights movement because they believe the Bible has application for every part of our life, including how we view politics.
Yeah. No, when you rip it out of the public square, you get a lot of consequences, intended and unintended.
Thanks for being here, Pastor, for
thanks a
sharing
lot.
your
We
opinion.
appreciate your time.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.